This is part one of my testimony, how I came to Christ. At the year 2021, probably before the year, I think so. I probably was 14 years old. At the going on the end of 2021, I was 14 years old. I think 14 or 15, whatever. And my mom, she was like, "Hey, I'm going to the graveyard to visit my father's grave." I'm like, "Okay." And so I went with her to the graveyard, and you know, I just seen this random grave, and I picked up a rose. I was a little kid. I picked up the rose, and I put the rose on the grave. And after that, stuff just started. After that, stuff just started happening. Like, I could comprehend it now, but back then I couldn't comprehend it. So I remember this was New Year's Eve of 2021. I was using the bathroom, and I heard knocking on the door, and I was on the toilet. I was on the toilet. I was like, "Who's that?" I was like, "Who's there?" And I didn't hear nothing. And it just shook me, like I heard knocking on the door, and I was in the bathroom. And literally after that, weird stuff started happening. The first thing that happened was, I'll get back to part two, but the first thing that happened was I stayed over at my sister's house, and I was asleep, and somehow I found myself standing over top of the stairs, and she was like, "Ramir, Ramir," and I was asleep, but I was sleepwalking, and I was standing on top of the stairs, and she just kept on calling my name, and I heard her calling my name, but some reason I started running down the steps, and I stopped, and I turned around, and I just went back up, and I snapped out of it. After that, I would just be sleepwalking every night, and this is part one of my testimony.